Hey guys, this is Nathan Hopkins from 3X Method. Today joining me is Shelley McMurtry.
Hi.
Who is she's a attraction and dating coach. Some of you who watch this may be already familiar with her. If not, Shelley is very bright and offers a lot of insight. So I'm very thankful that she was willing to join me today. And we're actually here at her and Jean's property. You can see Jean's in the background on a horse. He might come through the screen in a second here. So we're actually got a lot going on here. So it's pretty neat setup. But what I wanted to talk with you about today. Shelley and I had a conversation recently about some of the things that guys they often wonder, you know, is there something that's outside of their control in regards to women being attracted to them? Yeah, and so we were talking about that, and it motivated me to go out and do a little bit of research, and specifically I found some stuff that's pretty interesting. There was a scientist out of Poland that did some research on women. What he found was what we would consider the more sexy, curvaceous women are more attracted to guys that are more muscular, that look like they have the appearance of being able to protect, provide, and literally like spawn strong children, which is kind of a weird thing to say, but the reason why is they have higher levels of estrogen, which kind of creates that maternal urge. So that's one of the ones I found. Another one I came across was some research that was done out of UCLA, where what they did was they took 141 women and showed them silhouettes of guys, everything from guys that were really brawny, muscle bound, hulks to the more slender kind of stick guy, and typically what the research I guess that's been done to this point, according to these particular researchers, has showed that women tend to look more at are the guys successful, are they they're going to be able to provide in that sense, are they confident, do they and also they found that they wanted guys that showed commitment, like they were behavior consistent with being willing to commit to a relationship. So back to the research they did, where they showed the women these 6 silhouettes of guys, what he found was that women weren't necessarily attracted to the guys that were the muscle-bound hulks. They saw that those guys were untrustworthy, they were aggressive and overly dominant, and didn't see them as being willing to commit. But they didn't like the far end of the spectrum either, where the guys were very very slender or overly skinny. They were attracted to the guy that kind of fell in the middle, which is interesting. In life everybody seems to gravitate towards extremes, but a lot of times the truth kind of falls right there in the middle. And what he found was women were more interested in guys that were noticeably toned, like guys that were actually taking care of their bodies, but not like guys with 6-packs or guys that are like huge hulks. Just guys that take care of their bodies. It's something that is noticeable, that they're toned and they have the look of being able to protect and provide. And also interesting enough, they still found that women were interested in guys that displayed characteristics and behaviors consistent of wanting to commit to a relationship. So I found all of those things very interesting, and I was sharing it with Shelley. Also, kind of like to hear what you think about that.
Well, I agree with it very much, and it's something that I've thought about quite often. And I was very interested to see this study because I know quite a few women, and as a matter of fact, I have a good female friend who does not like men who are overly muscular. She jokingly refers to them as puffy boys. She really likes the man that is toned but not with bulging muscles. She looks at them as threatening, dangerous, and it just turns her off. So I think there is a lot of truth to that, and I think that what you said about how unfortunately a lot of people take things to the extreme when it comes to fitness, attraction, dating, sex, everything. They take it to the extreme, but somewhere there in the middle is usually best. You don't want to bomb at something, you don't want to totally put certain things on the back burner and never work on them, but at the same time, overdoing something can oftentimes be overkill when it comes to fitness, dating, attraction, and what we're talking about here. So I think that happy medium is good, and it's very easy to find. I tell my readers a lot that it's not about being perfect. A lot of men get very intimidated when it comes to attraction, dating, and fitness because they think, oh, I have to be confident, I have to be physically fit, I have to have a great car, I have to dress perfectly, and they get so wrapped up in that. And it's not about being perfect, it's about being perfect enough. and that's actually not that close to perfect.
Right.
You know, we're all human. Women, they're human too. They make mistakes too. They're not perfect. It's not about being perfect, and that's what I really like about what you teach, and why I agree with this study from what I've seen through my own eyes and my own experiences, and from being a woman myself. I think there's a lot of validity, and what you say and what you teach holds merit because it's simple, yet it's highly effective, and it's not about making the man some super creature. It's about making a man a better man.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she's right. You don't have to be in the gym 5 days a week, 45 minutes every time you get in there. You don't even have to do that. I mean, you wouldn't even have to do that 3 times a week. I mean, you really, to get in there and get the most effective workouts don't take very long at all. If you've looked at my stuff, you know that that's one of the things that I teach and what Shelley's talking about. And also, I mean, there's a lot of other things at play there as well that are benefits of working out. I mean, you're increasing, you know, you're releasing endorphins into your body. You're actually increasing your levels of testosterone, which for guys, these are all things that when your body is out of sync, that's like one of the first signs of when there's things going on elsewhere that are out of sync. Well, like the way you look, the way you present yourself, the way you take care of your body is really, it's an indicator of what's going on internally as well. And you know, there's plenty of arguments out there that women pick up on that.
Yeah, I agree with that. And you know, if you hit the gym or just do it in your house, even, you know, just do anything physical that you can do, I think it automatically gives a person more energy, makes them feel better about themselves. So even, you know, in the first week of doing it, you may not see much difference physically, but if you at least get yourself where you're feeling a little better about yourself, you know you're heading in a positive direction, I think that gives most men such a boost that their confidence level skyrockets.
Absolutely.
So they automatically become a more attractive character from day one when they start a good fitness routine.
Right.
And once they do that, it's all positive from there. So.
Absolutely. I mean, well, just we're wired to be more physical. I mean, that's just the way guys are. So it's something to consider. And you know, going back to, you know, what women are looking for, they're looking for guys that get the whole picture, that are kind of the complete package, which the complete package, as Shelley said, doesn't have to be perfect. No. Just has to be a guy that, you know, is taking care of his body, you know, his life is in order, he's balanced, and he's a confident guy that knows who he is and what he's doing, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, very much.
Well, I think that about covers what we wanted to talk about and share with you guys today. Shelley, thank you for allowing me to come out and sit down and talk with you, and everyone, thanks for joining us. Now, if you'd like to learn more about Shelley McMurtry and what she's doing, if you're not currently following her, and what she teaches in regards to helping guys with attraction, dating, and honestly, and I'm going to say this, you know, this isn't just for guys that are single. Attraction is something that I'm actually a married man, and I continually learn how it is to stay attractive, because you'd be surprised how many people become unattractive once they get into a relationship.
I have a lot of married men on my list.
Yeah. So just keep that in mind. So if you're married or you're in a relationship, don't think that these kinds of things aren't for you. So this is Nathan Hopkins. Oh, also that link, I'll have a link right below this video for you to click on, to where you'll be able to learn more about Shelley and what she teaches. So this is Nathan Hopkins from 3X Method. Thank you.
Thank you.